Hey everybody, how are you guys doing? I just wanted to come back on here because, you know, we sometimes lead with our feelings. I know it, you know it. We lead with our feelings. Earlier today, I was leading with my feelings, even though what I was telling you was true, but I was leading with those feelings. You know, I didn't go to work today. The reason I did not go to work today is because my car wouldn't start. So that led to more frustration. Going to try and deal with everyday survival life and then have to deal with going outside and your car not starting. But with all that being said, I want you guys to know that with all the stresses, with all the frustrations, with being depressed, feeling lonely, feeling heartbroken, at some point, it has to stop. Allow it to get in your blood system that you are going to be okay. Even though saying it is like, yeah, whatever, because I do that. But if we don't say it, if we don't feel it, it's not going to happen. So, this is New Year's Eve. It's quiet in here. However, it's peaceful. My daughter, she's in her room talking to her best friend. And I'm in here talking to soon to be my best friends. Yeah. This is a time when folks get depressed and they start allowing their feelings to get the best of them. Don't let that happen. Want to know why? Because even though you might be somewhere you don't want to be, you're there. Make the best of it. Make the best of it. Might not all be in your favor. Like it's not all in my favor right now, but I'm going to make the best of it. House going to be clean. Dishes going to be washed. I don't have my liquor. I do have my liquor. It's some sparkling apple juice. It's good too. And it's non-alcoholic. I don't need, well, see, when you're feeling down and you're feeling depressed and frustrated, drinking alcohol don't do nothing but increase it. Don't throw away no pain. How you throwing away pain? You're not throwing away pain, you add to it. You're allowing those entities now to come in and say anything and everything, and you're going to go for it. Then what we going to do? Blame it on alcohol? Mm-mm. You have to take responsibility. Earlier today, I was talking with you guys about working at USPS, trying to survive and manage and take care of a baby girl. Look, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm not going to feel so down and out. Why? Because at some point, as I said before, and I'll say it again, We have to take care of ourselves. And I didn't say that before, but I'm saying it in the way that we have to make ourselves and keep ourselves content. If not happy, if not, don't have to be happy, goofy. Oh, I'm happy and lying about it. You ain't got to lie about it. You ain't got to lie to kick it. But what you do have to do is self-motivate. You got to self-motivate. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with self-motivation. Nothing. So let's bring in the new year without feeling bad. You might have lost some folks. You maybe had some folks break your heart. You might have had some folks lie to you, betray you. Go all under that negative category. Okay, I'm sorry that happened to you. But you're here to fight another day. You're here to make a difference with your mindset. So many of us absorb what people have to say about us. We absorb it. We begin to believe it, especially if it ain't helping you. I'm going through my struggles. I am going through them alone. But I'm going through them. At least I'm not out on the street. At least I'm surviving. After the survival, though, guess what? It's time to live. I've been working so much, trying to take care of everybody else. And I'm not complaining because it was like God sent her to me. I always wanted a daughter, only had 2 knucklehead sons. But it was like God sent her to me. And I love that. She keeps me going. If we can't do anything else, find something that motivates us. Find something that get us going. We have to do that individually. She has a dad, just like a lot of us have dads that don't step up to the plate. I was a foster care provider for Hennepin County for 10 years. So I know the system. I know how they do. It's not good. Them kids come in, they mentally messed up. So I know how it was. And I didn't want to see her go through that. I don't know, y'all, like, I know you asking because when I brought it up before, I even asked myself if I didn't know, I would have asked myself, where's her mama? Why you doing this? Where's her mama at? Her mama ain't with us no more. She passed on 3 to 4 years ago. 3 years ago, I'm gonna say. 3 years tops. She passed on. So that little girl didn't have nobody. And if I hadn't stepped in, my son at the time was just becoming an idiot. He was growing into an idiot. He wasn't there yet. He's there now. But at the time, he was an idiot in training. He didn't make the court date. And the only reason that I got her was because I was a foster care provider. So they knew me. They knew me. At the time, I should have adopted her. But I was like, a grandmama? I ain't no grandmama. I'm too young to be a grandmama. I ain't doing this, but I'm a grandma. 56. A grandma. And loving it. That's why I fight so hard. I think that's what gets me so emotional. Because I don't want to see her hurt. We're going to take some taekwondo, some karate classes. That's not even karate. Taekwondo. I think that's how you say it. But we doing it. I want to see her strong. I want to see her confident. And because I've been bopping around, I ain't had a chance to settle down. I ain't had no chance to settle down. I just been bopping around. Bop from Minnesota to Arizona. Thought I was doing the right thing. Trying to be there for my son. And this idiot, that's as nice as I can be, played a real effed up hand. Because now, he'll call me and, what's up, Mom? And I look at the phone like, what's up? Where your daddy skills at, niggery? Where your skills at? You got skills on everything else. Where your skills at for your daddy? I was a daddy's little girl, so this, for him to do it like this here, he ain't alone. But as I stated, me and my ex-husband at the time, we raised those boys. Might have been some crazy ish going on, but they was raised, never went to jail, never was on no dope. But when you get grown, so you feel like you can talk crazy to me, I'm talking about my youngest one. I found a videotape of him talking crazy to me. And because me working at the post office and I was working all those long ass hours, I forgot what he said to me until I looked at that video. He got upset at me one day. I was at work. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying I was at work. At this particular day, I wasn't at work. This particular day, I was at home. And he was trying to discipline my baby girl, tell her to do something, wash the dishes or do something he was telling her to do. And it didn't sound right to me. So what did I do? I got up and I said, baby girl, come on upstairs and chill out. And chill out. He didn't like that. But first of all, boy, that ain't your daughter. That's your niece. And you supposed to be favorite uncle status, not I don't want to be around you. No. And the only reason I can say that only reason I could come up with that felt good about talking shit to me, and the only reason why I didn't jump over that rail and land on his neck, because I was too tired. I was tired. But I think he did it because he's bigger than me. Big cheeseburger with all the toppings. And I guess he felt like I'm bigger than her, so I can talk however I want to talk to. But the things that you don't understand is there are values, there are rules to this. And especially when you got a mama that's doing what she's supposed to do for you, that's being there for you, He was a kid that played football. I was at, I keep saying we were at every game. I was the mom that took all the kids to the field on some days, or let all the kids come and spend the night at the house some weekends. You know, I was I was involved. So you can't say I wasn't involved in this boy's life. You can't say that I taught him all that I knew. And what I didn't teach you, you grow up, you learn. You're a man. You're not a child. You're not a girl. I'm not saying that girls are that need it, but I'm just saying I'm not a man, was born a woman, but I'm saying men have different rules than women. I don't care how much we try and be equal, they still have different rules. And when you get to a certain age, you're supposed to go under them rules. Because when you don't, and he was brought up religiously, so when you don't, things start to take its turn. Start to take its turn. It broke my heart because I've sacrificed to do everything, and I'm getting a little, but I'm not about to cry. Not about to cry. Like I was a crybaby this morning. I'm not gonna do that tonight. But I will say that when you do things like that, they come back on you. They come back on you. One thing that, as children growing up, we tend to say, my mom and my daddy didn't do this or didn't do that for me. Okay. That would get me all the time, and I would feel guilty. I would feel guilty. And that's not something that I won't ever do again. I won't feel guilty again. Mm-mm. Coming down to Arizona and having my oldest son, show his ass the way he did. And then coming here to Colorado and my youngest son showing his ass the way he did makes me angry. At first, I was heartbroken. And then I became angry. Angry. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. And I'm telling you ladies out there that have grandkids that you're taking care of and trying to work, you might have a man in your life or you might have other family members that help you. And if they are really truly helping you, be appreciative. Appreciate loved. Yeah, because it helps. It makes things much easier. And that's why I agreed, because I was about to go back to Minnesota. Cold ass Minnesota. Cold. Right now, cold. But who? Hey, I didn't. My youngest son said, "Hey, I'll help you with my niece." Okay, let's do this. When I get down there, though, I found out that he is very jealous, envious. All while I was in Arizona, he wanted me to come to Colorado, and now I see why. because he wanted things to go his way. And when they didn't, he wanted to go disrespectful wise. He wanted me to work with him. And I was going to do it at first. I was going to work with him. He has this business where he was selling mobile homes, and he wanted my help. And I was going to give him that help, but he turned on me. He turned on me. It was disrespectful, all at the same time. And I wasn't going to have that, because all while they were coming up, I showed them a strong, loving mama. I showed them a strong, loving, supportive mama. I helped him, my youngest, I helped him to get into college. And then I'm working at Comcast at the time. It wasn't Xfinity then, it was just Comcast. I'm working at Comcast, making those commission checks, sending him money every time I got paid, which was every 2 weeks. Now, if I skipped 2 weeks, it's because I had something to do. But he was getting some cheese from me every 2 weeks. And he says, I ain't never did nothing for him. What kind of weed you smoke? Because I don't want none of it. Make you forget like that. When you have somebody that's good to you, don't mess it up because you're feeling some kind of way. Because we all gotta remember that our feelings change daily. They change daily. And if we continue to go off our feelings, it's gonna really mess us up. So don't allow that. Allow positiveness to sweep over you. Maybe let some of that dust land on you. Don't wipe it off. Don't wipe it off. Because when we begin to take advantage of the good things that's in our lives, it goes away and it doesn't return. And if it does return, it returns with a twist. Everything ain't the same. Some stuff gets messy. It always happens like that. So I'm just coming on here tonight so that you guys can bring in the new year happy, thinking positive, smiling through the darkness. That's our only way to survive, to make it. Because we can let our anger jeopardize our freedom, our mentality. Don't allow it. Don't allow it. I'm just so appreciative that I'm here and I'm able to talk to you. Hopefully some of this resonate. You know, I try to stay happy, as I was telling y'all before. I try and stay happy, go lucky. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We're human. It's okay. It's okay. Just know that you're not alone. And it took me making this channel to see in my eyes, in my mind, I'm not alone. I can't be. Even though that voice was saying, you the only one going through this, girl. You the only one going through this. No, I ain't. I ain't the only one going through this. Stop lying. Get out my ear. Be gone. Let's put on some music and dance. I don't want to be sad or angry. People that come at you and you don't know why they coming at you, it ain't got nothing to do with you. But then when they bring it to you, yeah, you part of that. But then you gotta say, am I gonna be part of that bull crap? Or I'm gonna move around away from it. And that's the smartest thing to do. Avoid it if you can. When you got me working at the job, getting yelled at, getting talked about, mm-mm. I have to be my own advocate because ain't nobody else gonna take up for me. And that means I might have to get unprofessional. But where the only folks I can see that's professional at the post office is the upper management. And I don't know what they doing in that room because I ain't been in there yet. So I got my little drink. And the drink that I got is my alcohol, y'all. The rose. You're like, oh, that like a beer. I know, don't it? Don't that look like a beer? But it's not. It's a rosé. That makes me think that it's a wine because it's rosé, but it's actually sparkling apple juice. It's good too. This is my bring in. Boom. Holla at your girl. It's my good time. I'm gonna put on a little music and I'm gonna be all right. And if I can be all right, I know doggone well you gonna be all right. Don't even trip. If you like, everybody make their resolutions, right? If you don't want to make one, don't make one. No. I'm looking at rain. I'm looking at snow. It was beautiful today. And this is another. See, this type of stuff right here. Let me show y'all. Can I show y'all the snow? First, before I do that, let me just say that snow is fine. It's beautiful. You get to, if you got a fireplace, turn on your fireplace and let the crackling just melt all in your skin and in your bones, right? But I just like the warmth, this coldness. It was nice today. Look at it now. Look at that. It just happened. That's just what is going on. To some people, they get depressed when it gets cold with the snow. This just happened. When I say this just happened because I went out earlier to try and start my car. And it was no snow. It was sunny, beautiful. But the one thing about Colorado, the snow will come and then it's gone. Next couple of days. Excuse me. Next couple of days, the snow is gone. So, it is what it is with that. Happy New Year to everyone. And I know you're saying Happy New Year to me. I could just hear it. Thank you. I am just excited to be able to release some of the frustration. Yeah, I could write it down, and I do write, but it's not the same when you're talking. And I could read what I write and talk then. But this is beautiful because I feel great. I feel wonderful. I do. And I want you to feel like that too. I want you to feel wonderful because you are wonderful. I want to feel wonderful because I'm wonderful. And just because folks is coming at me ain't got nothing to do with me. That means I'm shining. I just don't see my light. They see it. I see yours too. Know that you got a light. Even if you can't see it, it's there. Somebody's seeing it. So don't give up on yourself. And I won't give up on myself. Together we're going to do something good. I promise you. If you got any motivation, self-motivation in you, use it to your advantage. Make yourself feel as good as you are. And if you telling yourself you ain't good, you stop lying to yourself. Because you wouldn't be here if you wasn't no good. You good. I'm good. We surviving. There's more to life than that, though. Living, producing, being your own advocate. Take up for yourself. Somebody hurting you? Yeah, it's heartbreaking. Yes, makes you feel like you ain't worth shit. But that's a lie. They ain't worth shit. We can't kick everybody's ass in the world. But we can with this. And the only way we're going to be able to use this, we got to self-destructing. Stop self-destructing. Stop self-destructing. Love you guys. Happy New Year! Let's talk again later. All right? Promise? Pinky promise. Pinky swear. Take care. Don't get too drunk. Stay focused. Stay happy. Stay positive. Stay alive so we can live. I'll talk with you again. I promise. Until next time. Hugs and kisses. That's going to be our ending on everything from here on out. Hugs and kisses. Talk with you soon. Happy New Year.